Well, it's Saturday night, I think. I think it's Saturday night. Might be. Yep, it's Saturday night. Amazing. Uh and here we are. You and me. Sorry, I still with my lippy. Thank God for Moonshot. I love this lippy. Um but yeah, I'm Jay chillin' on a Saturday night. Somebody asked if I was gonna be going live, and here I am. There's Hef. There's Kim. I love it. Hey, ladies. Good to see y'all. Um, there's Pup Groomer. What's up, Jen? How you doing? I saw that you uploaded a video earlier. Haven't been able to watch it. I woke up kind of late, and then I had some dinner or breakfast or whatever the fuck you call the meal that you eat when you don't wake up until after 6 p.m. I don't even know. And I dropped my F bomb within the first 2 minutes of going live. So I guess it's a good thing I'm not monetized. um, but yeah. And you did a live. Oh shit. I'm sorry I missed it, Jen. I'm sorry I missed it. You know I would have been there if I had known. Miss Sunrise Dawn, hello. Kim D uploaded a short. Very nice. All right, I'm gonna have to check those out. Spent a good portion of my evening when I wasn't interacting. Oh, hey, Wog World Rules. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you here before. Welcome. No Talk Tony. You were hoping I'd be on tonight. Love you right back, girl. I'm happy to see y'all. This is great. Yeah, I spent a lot of time today interacting with mom. She's working on the quilt, the most recent quilt from my her grandson, my nephew. Yeah, and I'm kind of sad that I won't get to see them enjoy those gifts and open those gifts and see their little faces when they see what their nana has made for them. But like I said, my younger brother disowned me last summer. So, yeah, grief is a crazy fucking thing, isn't it? Miss Sunrise Dawn, I need to address this right now. You recently got your account set up to where you can go live, but you're not sure about actually doing it. You don't have a mic or the money to buy one. Girl, I'm here on a Chromebook. I don't have a separate mic. I don't have a separate camera. I am rocking some serious low-tech shit. If I can do this, you can do this. I believe in you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. I do. Yeah, so on the plus side, it means that I don't have to Maya, aka Allison Art Supply Hoarderland. Hello. Good to see you. On the plus side, it means that I don't have to deal with some people who are less than pleasant. One person in particular that I can think of. And so that makes it easy. That makes me kind of feel like achievement unlocked, because I don't have to work with trying to play nice with people who are actively not playing nice with me and who are actively trying to trip me up or get me into arguments or cause me to behave poorly at family gatherings. So that's a bonus. Um, but it also means, I guess there's a couple of them. It also means that I don't get to hang out with my nieces and nephews, and that makes me sad. That makes me sad. So that's a challenge, and it's yet another reason that I think uh, between that and um, all the other baggage that goes with the holidays, it's why I really just want to crawl under my bed and hide until January 2nd. You just finished watching No Tell Tony, I just finished watching your live from last night on 2X. I hope I sound funny on 2X. Am I amusing? Do I make you laugh? I hope so. Did you know I grew up in Inuvik, Northwest Territories, Canada, which is 180 miles north of the Arctic Circle? I was not aware. But that means you got amazing northern lights. I bet they were stunning. That's awesome. Miss Sunrise Dawn, I do have my laptop, which was a Christmas gift last year. My very tech-savvy dad picked it out, so it's a good one. Rock on. Then you can do this. If I can do this with this Fisher-Price laptop that I have, you can do this. Absolutely. It's easy peasy, George and Wheezy. You can do this. Pup Groomer talked about the different types of service dogs and did a deep dive on the history of poodles and doodles. Poodles and doodles. And my best friend refers to the tuna surprise that I make as noodle coodle. So, poodles, doodles, and noodle coodle. I miss noodles. Hef says you don't even have a computer to do that, just an old Galaxy cell. Girl, I got a Galaxy cell too. And I'm pretty sure I could figure out how to make it work with that if I was inspired. Kim, I bought a Magic Pop Pro dual mic for your iPhone and just use Chromebook mic. Yep. That's what I'm using right now until I have the financial ability to upgrade my my equipment and can wrangle somebody over here to help me out with the technical know-how to get it all set up. I'm going to be operating on this Fisher-Price shit, and you know what? If it works, don't fix it. So that's what I got. Kimberly, greetings from Colorado. Hi. That sucks. Families should be able to come together. Yeah, but sometimes they can't. Sometimes they can't. And like I said, grief is a strange thing, and it's something that I've been living with a lot over the last couple of years, and I realize that it makes people act in strange ways. So, I get by and I do the thing. I just keep living my life and trying to be the best person that I can be, the best human that I can be. I follow Wheaton's law. Don't be a dick. It's pretty basic. I do what I can. And that's all I can do. So family maybe should be able to come together, but I'll tell you what, my chosen family has been outstanding. And this is a thing that is serious to me, because people be blah 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 about blood is thicker than water. Number one, that's a basic misunderstanding of the biblical verse from which it was taken. Yeah, blood is thicker than water, but should we really choose our loyalties with regards to the relative viscosity of fluids? I mean, ranch dressing is thicker than water. Chocolate pudding is thicker than water. So is mashed potatoes and mayonnaise. A lot of things are thicker than water. I would probably trust a jar of mayonnaise to keep my secrets. But it doesn't give very good hugs. So, sometimes chosen family is going to help you and be of greater support than the people in the family to which you were born. And that's just how it goes. No Talk Tony, they were absolutely stunning and I miss them so much. Well, there are ways that you can get back to them. For sure. Pup Groomer is supplying support to Miss Sunrise Dawn. If I can do this, you can do it. Same, girl. Same. Hi, Brian. Yes, you woke up having to pee, and that's okay. We're glad to have you here. Kim is excited to teach crochet again. Hooray. Ooh, this is exciting. No Talk Tony is working on writing a series of children's books about growing up there. That's amazing. That's delightful. Good for you. I love everybody just greeting everybody here. Yep, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You have me on 2x to catch up. Please tell me that I sound amusing as a chipmunk. We're your family now. You can come visit anytime. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Kim D, the topic was types of service dogs, but Kimberly had asked my thoughts on poodles since one of my other videos I covered that as well. I'm assuming, Kim, that you mean what is Pup Groomer's channel? It's right there in her handle. It's Pup Groomer 20. If you @ Pup Groomer 20 and you search for that on YouTube, you should find her. Typing on phone and too sleepy to tag. Love it. Aw, sleepy. John, hi. Haven't seen you around before with your little pupper. Blessings and peace to all this. Light candles. Do to your tradition what you do. Yep. Yep. We do what we do. Sophie, you're so correct. Blood might be thicker than water, but sometimes our families are toxic. And sometimes just a couple of family members are toxic. And sometimes the families that they marry into are toxic. And we roll with it. I'm not here to fight with them. They're going to say what they say and do what they do. And, who am I to argue with that? If they want to change their minds, they will. If they want to talk to me about it, they will. But in the meantime, I haven't trashed anyone. And the opinions of other family members that they might they might give more credence to has been made very clear. So we're all grown and we do what we do. People are willing to talk to me about it. I have an itch. Sorry. I'm willing to talk to them about it. But I'm not willing to cede any ground. Because I don't think I did anything wrong. We are Poets Pee Break. Awesome. I'm here for it. That's okay, honey. You don't have to greet everybody. You're good. You're good. You're probably still groggy. and that's okay. We ain't mad at you. Kim's saying, come on up anytime. Up in Hibbing. Next time I'm up in that neck of the woods, I will let you know. For show. For show. We will get together with hashtag not actually my kid. Hashtag, but actually my kid. I will go with you to Norway, but I have to get my passport first. It's a pain too because I can only go to a couple places for your photos in St. Louis, Missouri. Well, I mean, technically, you can get passport photos done at just about any Walgreens on the planet. And if once you take those photos to a passport office, if they feel like they need to be taken on site again because something about the photos isn't correct, they'll retake them right there in the passport office. It can be done. So, just saying. No, you're always welcome down here. I know, Sophie. I know. And as soon as I have the opportunity to fly to the other side of the world, I fucking will. That's what my first children's book is about. The Day the Sun Returns After Being Gone for a Month. I have someone working on it, on the artwork for it now. That's delightful. Good for you. Oh, Tony. Hubby and I are about to have to put cream in the eye of a very unwilling cat. Fun times. Okay, so you have like all of your hockey gear, your pads and your helmet and your face guard and everything, because you're going to need all of that. Either that or you're going to have to sneak attack, take the cat by surprise, and wrap it up in a burrito. And they hate that. Doug got you to resize your family and led you down a path. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Doug. Ah, okay. Bless you, Doug. Bless you. Doug got me to realize my family, your mom, led you down a path. Okay. All right. That makes sense. That makes sense. And yeah. He showed a lot of people different ways to live their life and live their truth. So I don't envy you your struggle, but I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad that Doug was able to help kind of show you what was going on. He showed a lot of us. Kimberly's asking, how much does a passport cost? Well, that depends. Depends on a number of different things. But just from a quick Google search, if you are a U.S. citizen, cost of U.S. passport. If you're looking, if you want expedited service, it'll be $60. That's additional. How much does a U.S. passport? Why is it not talking about acceptance agents? And that's bullshit. Passports and visas. It's just a lot of more nonsense. State Department. Here we go. Because you're not going to be, you shouldn't have to, if you've got plenty of time, you shouldn't have to go through a service like CIBT or passportsandvisas.com or any of that shit. For this year right now, if you've never had a passport before, it's going to cost you $130. And another $35 paid to the acceptance facility. So the first $130 is paid to the State Department. If you're just getting a passport card, and again, that's only going to help you with travel by land and by sea to Canada. Sorry, I have a lot of nicknames for our nation's hat. Canada, Mexico, Bermuda, and the Caribbean. The passport card will be $30. And then the execution fee is $35. If you want both, it'll be $160 paid to the State Department and $35 paid to the acceptance facility. If you're renewing the book, it's $130. The card, $30. Passport, book, and card, $160. I always get the book. Because it'll let me travel around the world. And I don't have to worry about any kind of fuckery. And I don't have to worry about challenges if I need to be repatriated from someplace. If there's an expedite fee, it'll be an extra $60. If you want 1 to 2 day delivery, it'll be $19.53 additional. If you're just waiting at the passport office, the expedite fee will be the $60, but you won't have to pay the $19.53 because you'll just be walking right back into that office and picking it up. So you won't have to deal with like the overnight mail. And I'm just trying to see. Yeah, okay, move up. So yeah. And that's as of January of this year. Who knows what that's going to change? But that's what we've got right now. Inflections and actions. Oh, that's talking about Toni with her children's books. I see, Toni. Canada is a stickler and your passport is Canadian. Okay, well, in that case, you also have a lot more, I would imagine, a lot more leeway in where you can travel without visas than the U.S. does because, yeah, the U.S. Bacon only tastes 6 minutes in the air fryer. That's amazing. We have an air fryer, but my mom doesn't have any room for us to put it in the kitchen anywhere. And she's only just gotten used to the Instant Pot, so I can't really sell her on the air fryer yet. We have a toaster oven. It's about as good as it's going to get right now. Where's Mamanda? Good question. No idea. Maybe she's at the shops. No, I did not. I'm going to do that when I'm done here, when I'm getting ready to wind down. But then I will gummy. I'm not sure how long they take to absorb into the system and to actually start being functional. So I'll take my usual night med right now without the melatonin because I am fresh out of melatonin and can't afford to buy more because I'm broke. Maya, who's in Norway, Could do a follow-up and write a book about the sun being gone for 2 months. Oh my god, Tony and Maya, you guys could be a children's book fucking juggernaut when it comes to this stuff. That would be amazing. Collab. I don't know where Amanda is. I'm hoping she's at the shops and she's getting her dinner, and I don't know what fucking time anything is happening there. Thick towel and gloves are at the ready. Hubby has to hold him because he suddenly gets the strength of a mountain lion. Ooh, girl, I have been there. Purrito time. Indeed. Different kind of gummy, Hef. Slightly different kind of gummy. But fucking funny. Pervert. Neither. It's really not. And when you think about the fact that it's good for 10 years, it's really worth it. It's really worth it, especially if you get the book instead of the card. Now, if you're not planning on going anywhere else in the world except Canada, Mexico, Bermuda, and the Caribbean, then maybe get the card. But come on, man. Just get the fucking book. Yeah, it's twice the price, but that's over 10 years. You're going to make that back. And the amount of exploration you can do in 10 years, worth it. Worth it. 100%. Love it. You're adorable. That was a visual that you didn't read. Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah, things are happening in the chat that I'm not putting up on the screen because, yeah, reasons. Trying to get out of your head, but the movie is still playing. Help. I just can't. Wait, hang on. I have a hood. La 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 la. Wait, it's probably not as sexy because I'm not, wearing next to nothing under a white drape. So I'm the worst Kylie ever, but I tried. The things in the description box tonight, because I just put random shit in the description box because that's how I roll. Is number one, the live stream with Marilyn Honig and her son Austin, which was absolutely amazing. That kid is so sweet and so talented, and what a face on him. He really is a credit to his parents. So that was what I was watching before I went live. Yeah, it was absolutely delightful. And I also put a link to one of the videos from one of my K-pop queens. Her name is Hwasa, and the song is called I'm a Bitch. And she makes no apologies about who she is, and she actually really never has. As beautiful as I think she is, she's gotten a lot of hate from the internet community, and I don't understand it, but a lot of her music has been based on just giving the middle finger to that and telling them all that she's going to be who she is, and that's all she's going to be. Her most recent song one of her more recent songs actually is called I Love My Body. And one of the things that she got hate about is that she's got significantly more curves than your average Asian girl. And so people were giving her shit and they were calling her fat and saying that she's shaped like a Coke bottle and that she's ugly and this and that. And she's like, she wrote a whole song about it. I love my body. My hair be so shiny. Look at my lovely tummy. You know, she's got just a little bit, and I wouldn't call her thick by American standards, but by Korean standards, she thick. And she's got the kind of thighs. I mean, thick thighs save lives, y'all. So yeah, I'm biased about that. But anyway, so I put one of her songs in the description box and I put the link to Marilyn's live with her son. And it was absolutely delightful. And I watched it this evening and I'm just so happy. Sophie's going to text Amanda. Good. Thank you. Kimberly, you have 1 melatonin left. Yeah, that was me last night and I took it. Was that for me, Tony? The answer is no. I don't. I knit things. I write things. I write parody songs. I write essays. I occasionally write a little bit of dirty fanfic, but mostly what I write is essays. And they're memoir-y kind of things. It's all about experiences that I've had. I don't have a whole lot of fictional people in my head telling me stories that I need to get out. So instead, I just have the stories that I've lived that people seem to be amused when they read them or when I tell them the stories. So that's what I have. I have words, I have fiber, and I sing songs. I sing other people's songs mostly. Sometimes I will write parodies. Which reminds me, by the way, if anybody has a source of information for the Scientology tone scale and what happens when people are down tone, and how they're handled. If anybody has sources for that, which means that I can research it and I won't have to give clicks to the actual organization, I would really appreciate that because I am still trying to rewrite Petula Clark's Downtown to be downtone. And I'm just worried that I've gone off base a little bit with the second and third verse / chorus, bridge, whatever. So, if anybody could hook me up with resources so I can do my research and make sure that I'm not sounding like some ignorant douche rocket, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that. Everybody's talking about their grandkids. Hef wants more, but your kids say no way right now. That's fair. That singular thought of traveling the world terrifies you. Well, because you've got raging anxiety. Of course it does. That makes sense. But if we can make sure that you have your Mona with you and you can see stunning sights and not have to be surrounded by ravening hordes of people, would that make it easier? What would make it easier? Because I'm a travel professional and I'm interested in knowing what would make it easier for you. I understand that you have limitations and I understand that you have a service dog who does her job very well. I would be interested in knowing what would make it less terrifying for you. And you don't have to put it in the chat. You can drop it in an email to me. I would love to know, like, honestly, on a professional level as well as a personal level. I would really be interested in knowing um what would make it easier for you, because there are wonders out there that will dazzle you and just absolutely swipe the breath right out of your lungs and make you weep with the beauty of it all. So I'm interested. I'm interested in knowing. Think of fluffy puppies. I mean, fucking this. 100%. You hate snow, you want 365 summer? I can feel that. I can feel that, love it. Living on Hoth as I do. Yeah, I hear you. You're safe thing. Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. Come and go. Come and go. Agreed. Curves are beautiful. People are beautiful. Hey, Red. Good to see ya. Wrapping gifts. Nice. What I can't stand is see skinny chicks with butt implants. Like, it's not looking good. Well, you know what? People are going to do what they're going to do to make them feel good. I don't have to agree with it. I also don't have to do it to myself. So, you know, if they've got the money to blow and they want to blow that money on ass implants, let them. They could have just asked for some of mine. Fuck, I got plenty. Plenty ass in here. Miss Sunrise Dawn. My cat Dakota is in the bathtub licking a loofah. Why does he have to be such a weirdo? Honey, because that's what cats do. They are weirdos. It's their job, really, to be little weirdos. I sent a photo earlier to Hef when we were chatting. And one of them is of the cat that I adopted with my ex when he and I were still together. And he is she is completely a weirdo. And her absolute favorite place to be is in the utility sink in his laundry room. Like, we were going to send her to vocational college for plumbing because she is obsessed with sinks and pipes and plumbing. When he was checking out the furnace and the water heater, she had to be right there supervising. There she is in her favorite spot. Like, when I'm cat sitting, I will go over there, and when she decides that it's time for her nighttime treats, she'll run down to the basement and hop in the sink. Because that's where nighttime treats happen, is in the utility sink. Levitt has complaints. My hair is always up and I don't serenade you. Did I not just serenade you with Kylie? La 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 la. There you go. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to be singing, y'all. I don't have a live band here. I don't have Austin Honig up in this bitch. I'm all by myself. My hair will eventually be down, but I also have like 3 feet of fucking regrowth, and I need to bleach and recolor right now. So, and my hair, another reason that my hair is always back is because, it gets in my fucking way. It's too long and it bothers me. So I'm working on it, y'all. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Miss Sunrise Dawn, you're an author. You write fantasy fiction for a living. Very nice. Good for you. One of the authors, the author who writes my very, 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 very favorite zombie fiction, and because I've finished that series, rereading that series for like the 4th time, and have now gotten into her series about sentient tapeworms. She writes those under her pseudonym of Mira Grant, but she's Sheenan McGuire, and she does fantasy fiction. I don't read a lot of fantasy fiction, but I've read, and I haven't even read any of Sheena McGuire's stuff. I've read a lot of Mira Grant, which is her alter ego. I've read a little bit of fantasy fiction here again. I've read Emma Bull's War for the Oaks, and I've read a lot of Charles DeLint. Beyond that, I can't say that I've read a whole lot of fantasy fiction, but I will ask Marilyn. She could ask around the second gens. Thank you very much, Kimberly. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do burst into song randomly, Ms. Lovett, and you know it. You've been here. Yes, but most cruise lines do. Most countries may not recognize service dogs, but most cruise lines do. Just saying. Love it. Jen, I can help you with that info. Nice. I love it. Thank you for giving Maya and I a space to come together and possibly do some collab. I love it. I love it. That's, you know what? If that's what comes out of this, then it's absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. Like, I originally came online and went live, what, a fucking week ago? Just to provide some distraction. Less than a week ago, I think. I don't know. I have no idea at this point. Fuck, maybe it was more than that. Every day is Blur's Day since the friggin' Pandemic Lovato. I don't even know how long it's been, but I know that I've been going online damn near every night since then. And originally it started off as a distraction to just get people's minds off of the panic. And now it's become a lot easier that I can just hang out and talk with y'all. And if it means that people are going to be collaborating and doing art together, that's fucking rad. That is absolutely the best thing that I could ask for. You got to walk that lonesome valley. You got to walk it by yourself. Is there? word. Wouldn't know where else to go besides US. You were following some people who expatriated to Ecuador, but they're looking for somewhere else now because he said it was starting to get dangerous. Yeah, Ecuador is kind of fucked up right now. There are expats all over the world. It just comes down to what kind of skills you have that will allow you to immigrate to that country. What skills that country finds valuable, or what skills you can develop between now and the time that you decide to immigrate. If I could get an accelerated 4-year degree in anything and get my TEFL, my teaching English as a foreign language, I could go all kinds of places. I would probably wind up going to South Korea because that's, my particular bent. But, yeah, I mean, there are so many things that you can do all over the world that would show you to be valuable to the governments of those other countries, that they would allow you to go there. From what I understand, Australia is really stringent. So that one can be difficult. And it's, one of the countries where we kind of basically speak the same language. I'm not sure what it's like to immigrate to Canada because I've never checked that out. But I'm not necessarily looking to be an expat anywhere. I'm looking to see the planet. I'm looking to explore and to broaden my horizons. And I feel like one of the things that does that like no other is travel. You look around, you get involved, you talk to the locals, you eat the food, smell the smells, see the sights, and not just the touristy sights, not just the sanitized, marketed shit that everybody tells you that you should go and see. Walk some back streets. Go to a local market. Go to a straw market. Eat the local food. Really dig in to some of the other cultures. And you wind up learning things that you could never have imagined. So, I mean, that's my big thing. I want people to get out there. I want people to get out there and see the world and experience it and taste it and hear it and smell it and get their hands on it. And yeah. Yeah. I'm really kind of the Tony Bourdain school of travel that, fucking get your asses out there, please, because you wind up learning so much when you do that. And you broaden your horizons, you broaden your own mind. There's so much learning that can be done just by experiencing and having these experiences that are sometimes once in a lifetime that you'll never have again. And if you bring family with you or loved ones, a partner, a parent, whomever, a BFF, then they're going to have those experiences too. And you guys are going to have that experience to share amongst you forever. And to me, experiences are one of the best gifts that you can give somebody. And they're some of the best gifts that you can give yourself. But that's just me. Your mileage may vary. You love that Pink of the Sick kitty? Yeah. Yeah, she's ridiculous. I have photos of her sitting in the dish drainer next to the kitchen sink, just kind of watching everything that was going. I mean, she's goofy. She's goofy, but she's delightful, and I love her, and I'm fortunate that I was able to get that shot. Um, I sent it to him when he was out of town, and I was taking care of her. Um, Spy Kitty in the sink. Yep, that's right, my little void. Um, and I sent him that photo and just said, "All is well, nothing out of the ordinary here." Just gave her her treats and then sent him that shot, and he's like, "Yep, yep, that's pretty standard. All right, good. Good to see all's cool." So, yeah, that's my girl. Can I sing "Piece of My Heart"? No, I cannot. No, I will not. Um, what it takes to sing Janice trashes my throat, and also, it would be a little bit too loud with the folks sleeping in the room right below me, and, yeah, the answer is no. But thank you for asking. For the love of God, did you really have to say sentient tapeworms? I'm visual and being assaulted here tonight. Oh my god, honey, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, and I should not be laughing, but that's fucking funny. Um, the thing that I sent to, not actually my kid, but actually my kid was, a weather forecast for the area. Kim, you'll recognize this. You're in there too. She was so mad at me. All I got in response was, "Ew." It's actually a really good set of books, even if it involves sentient tapeworms. They sound terrifying. The real ones are bad enough. Yes, they are. Yes. Yes, I have. I've read all of the Beauty series. Long time ago. Stephen King's books Yes, I've read Desperation. Is setting of that book is based on the town of Ruth, Nevada. That is where the hubby works. Oh, that's not terrifying. Not at all. 12 12 fucking days. Holy shit. Wow. That's amazing. Greek islands, my lovelies. Greek islands. Yeah, the Greek islands. Gorgeous, aren't they? I need to get there. I need to get to the Med. I need to get to the Med badly. Oh, Sophie is telling us that in New Zealand they need nurses and truckers. So if you're a nurse or a trucker and you want to move to Kiwiland, you've got an in. Noted. I am neither of those things. I've never had a driver's license, and my mom was a nurse for 34 years, and I kind of went to nursing school with her, but I am not a Ruth, not a nurse, not licensed anyway. I am or I was, certified in first aid and CPR, and in the use of an automatic electronic defibrillation machine. I'm trained in the use of Narcan, and I can distribute meds. I'm a TMA, which might be a trained monkey assistant, might be a trained medication administrator. I'm not sure. I think they're kind of one and the same. I have a very irrational fear of tapeworms, says the Hef. Fears are fears, whether or not they're irrational. I mean, don't take any diet pills in the 1980s, and you should be relatively safe. But yeah, this book series is by Mira Grant, and it's the parasitology series. So the first book is called Parasite. Second book is called Symbiont, and I believe the third book is called Chimera. They're tapeworms that are planted on purpose by a genetic pharmaceutical company, and they apparently, release your meds and all kinds of shit, designer tapeworms. So I don't know. Fascinating though. Great books. Hilarious dialogue. Australia is ruthless. They will lock you up in their prison island and deport you. Well, the whole island is a prison, or was meant to be anyway. You have a Canadian passport but never lived there. The whole dang place is cold. Not necessarily true. I've heard good things about Vancouver. Pup groomer is happy in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. Well, you know what? If you're happy, then rock on. Remain happy. That's absolutely, as Levitt says, that's what matters. Miss Sunrise Dawn has been going through terrible surgeries for her eyeballs, and bothers her that she's left her readers hanging for so long. Yeah, in the dirty little fanfic that I was writing, the third volume of that has been kind of left for a long time, and I left my people hanging on that too, and I feel kind of bad about it. But also, it's a dirty little fanfic. It was meant to be a writing exercise just to find out if I had any fiction in me. Amazingly, I found some, but I haven't finished that third story, and it occasionally will keep me awake and bother me consistently. A lot of mountains here, but you're glad you live down by the sea. Can't blame you. Tabitha! Hello! Hello and hugs, Tabitha. You're welcome here. I haven't seen you before. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. That's awesome. Singing Janice at 2 a.m. with other people in the house would probably not be the best decision. Yeah, I think my folks would be grumpy about it. Did you know she wrote a fourth book to the series, the Newsflesh series? If you mean the Newsflesh series, then yes. Yes, I was aware, and I just finished reading it. It's called Feedback, and I just finished it. And I also reread the entire volume of e-novellas called Rise that went along with it. So, yep. Yeah. I think at this point, I've read just about everything in the Newsflesh universe that Mira Grant has put out. But thank you. I appreciate that in the spirit of completeness. Soph. Why? Why are you sending me eggplants? Hussy. Oh, not Mira Grant. Anne Roquelaure. It's called Beauty's Kingdom. I may or may not have read it, but I might have. I'll have to look it up. It's been a while. I'm almost a nurse, not quite sure what it's called in English. Nurse's aide, a CNA, a certified nursing assistant. I don't know. I don't know really what it would translate as. I guess it depends. There's so many different levels of almost a nurse. So I guess I couldn't tell you what it would be called here in the US anyway. Or what it would be called elsewhere. But if you're almost a nurse, then you're almost able to immigrate to New Zealand, which is also an island. You're not on an island. You're in Norway, unless you are on an island. But either way, you're in Norway, which is all on the ocean, and New Zealand is also all on the ocean. But wow, what a climate shift it would be for you. Now it's a live stream. Hef got her titties out. Now it's official. It's a live stream. No fear of tapeworms is irrational. Yeah, fair. About time, girl. Ooh, shit. Somebody's saucy. Tony's getting hers out, too. Titties. You lived in Seattle. Vancouver is north of here. Cold, I tell you, cold. I mean, not as cold as here, but fair. Your cat in the sink pic reminded me of one, so I had to send it to you. Fantastic. Looking forward to seeing it. There's Kimberly's. She got hers out. Everybody's whipping them out. I love it. Australia had been deporting any Kiwi living there who commits a crime. This includes driving without a license. So now we got heaps of Aussie gang members, and there's a bit of a turf war thing now. But if they're deporting Kiwis who commit crimes back to Kiwi land, then how are they Aussie gang members? And shouldn't Kiwi land just be flinging them back to Australia? None of this makes any sense to me. I'm confused by all of it. Governments are fucked up. Even paradise can be a prison. Yeah. Fair. I did not either. I said I needed to visit the Greek islands, man. I needed to visit the Mediterranean. I don't need a Greek man. No, he can keep his aubergine to himself. Pass. Love it. It's a whole thing. They don't really like us over there. We're considered second-class citizens. Yeah, you think you guys are considered second-class citizens. Wait until you hear what most Australians think about people from Tassie. Ain't a party until Hef gets her boobs out. Oh my Lord in heaven. You have a cat in the bidet pic somewhere. Thank you. Love it. You're a bad influence. We love those here. Oh, red. Red's here for it. That calls for a Xenu. Xenu Marlene, y'all. Hell yeah. These are Kiwis who have lived there since they were babies or children because we can live there as long as we want without citizenship. Unless you do something that breaks the law, apparently. Nobody needs a Greek man, trust me on that. Hey, except my friend Costa's wife. He's Greek and he is lovely, but he is also hella married. Actually, I think Dean is married too. And he's a delightful human being as well. So, you know, the ones that have them are the two that I know that have them are pretty happy with them. But I'm not out looking for free range Greek men. Xenu, Xenu. Xenu, Xenu. Pinkies up, bitches. That's how we roll. Tabitha. Madison, Wisconsin. Right on. Right on, right on. I think my niece is going to college there. I know a delightful industrial musician there. You're hoping to move in the future to move further north in Scotty or further north in Minnesota? You gonna cross the border? You gonna cross the border the other way and become a Michigander? Where you want to go, Tabitha? If you ever wind up in Fly High Duluth, up in Duluth, hit a bitch up and get some drinks or coffee or whatever. Yeah, Maya, it's kind of a thing here. I blame Hef. She started it. She started getting her tits out. Maya's got her tits out. Those are some fine Norwegian titties right there. So, Morton Harket would be proud, I'm sure. Good for you. Thank you, Maya, for contributing to the delinquency of this chat. When my Xenuine started coughing, I usually only hit it when I'm really hurting. Okay, that's fair, Tony. Yeah, Soph is in New Zealand. Red is in crazy California. Hev has been in and out of the chat because she's getting messages because she's a raging hussy. We love her. We do. I just think she's probably sexting with somebody because, I mean, somebody should be. Tabitha said you're going to be moving up in Scotty. Would love to be near Lake Superior, though. Okay. So you could be in like Spooner, Ashland, Superior if you really had to. Superior is getting slightly better. And it's right across the bridge from Duluth. But I mean, there's a lot of shoreline in northern Scotty where you could live. It just depends if you want to have access to kind of civilization or not. Um, so that's really up to you. We need a Mardi Gras bead emoticon. We just need Mardi Gras beads. I knew it. I knew it. Tell him we said hi. Whoever he is. Rural northeastern Nevada. Oh. Lovett's got hers out. Be happy to go out for lunch or drinks. You have to stay near medical facilities, though. Well, guess what, Tabitha? The entire city of Duluth is being eaten by Essentia. So, you can't swing a dead cat around here without hitting a fucking hospital or an urgent care or something. It's hospitals all over the place. So being near medical facilities, I mean, if you're up here in Duluth, yeah, we got you. As far as the rest of northern Wisconsin, I'm not real sure about, but over here on the Minnesota side, yeah, Essentia is devouring everything. So, and we also still do have St. Luke's. So, there are options, plenty of medical options. And Essentia has been spreading, metastasizing, devouring other medical centers all over northern Wisconsin as well. So, I mean, it's very possible that Superior will have a lot of medical facilities too. But again, I couldn't tell you about the rest of the northern Wisconsin area because I just don't know. Even midway up, like, La Crosse or anything like that, I got nothing. I got nothing, bro. I wish I had more information, but I just don't. Check your insurance booklets or go online and look up Essentia and find out where the fuck they are because they're pretty much everywhere right now. They're devouring the medical landscape in the Northland. Dem some nice titties. I know, we got titties out all over the place. Ooh. We got mountains in the Purgatory River here in southern Colorado. Very nice. You know what I think of actually? Yes, because you also have a prison. You have a prison in Purgatory. Isn't that where Warren Jeffs was originally held? Was in Purgatory? Is he still being held there? Warren Jeffs from the FLDS. Wasn't he being held in Purgatory? I seem to recall that, and that shit is funny. Philosophy's got hers out. There's Simon. Hey, darling. Blood is thicker than water is misused. It means the complete opposite how we use it. Yes, yes. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb is the original term, meaning, basically the bonds that you forge are stronger than the bonds forged by family. The bonds that you forge outside of family is thicker than the bond that you form simply due to an accident of birthright. I'm so happy to see you, Simon. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. It means the bonds you create on the battlefield are more important than your birth family. Yep. Yep. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, which is why I mentioned it earlier and said that, we've been using it all fucking wrong the whole time. All the prisons are there. They got heaps. The main prison you know of around here is Canyon City. Okay, Kimberly. Oh, oh, oh. All right, folks, heading to bed before the grocery store myself tomorrow. Just me and Mona to get beans for 3-bean soup. Mona's got beans. She's got paw beans, but you can't put those in the soup. So rest well, sleep sweet, and may you and Mona have an uneventful trip to the shops tomorrow to get beans for your soup. Main prison you know of around there is in Canyon City. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm fairly certain that Warren Jeffs was originally held in the Purgatory jail when he was initially arrested. And I think then he was moved to a federal facility, but I may be incorrect. All I know is that Warren Jeffs was at some point held in purgatory, and that shit is funny. I don't care who you are. That shit is funny. No Talk only found it out yesterday. Really? Really borderline. Really, Simon. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing the things that we find out when we do a little investigating, because we hear these phrases all our lives. Blood is thicker than water, and nobody ever bothers to go into what it actually means until we do. My friend from Colorado told me that prisoners are sent there from all over the Midwest because they have the most high security prisons. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Full name of the river is in French and translates to the River of Lost Souls in Purgatory. Well, that works for Warren Jeffs, doesn't it? Because he hasn't been straight up sent directly to hell without passing go or collecting $200. So, oh, I missed that. But Cricket, I heard it mentioned. I'm still in bed waking up. Well, good morning. Good morning, groggy face. Yeah, it's only 9 a.m. there. You've had a bit of a lie-in. Not much of a lie-in because it's Sunday. But good for you. I'm glad that you're still in bed, a bit groggy and waking up. I'm glad you caught me this time instead of missing me by 45 seconds. God, I feel like shit about that. I signed off just before you got here. I feel terrible. But I'm glad you're here now. No Talk Tony, I made apocryphal stew for dinner tonight. I'm interested to know what the ingredients are for that. Good night, Jen. Nice waking up to you too, darling. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, you'll look up the jail. Excellent. Kimberly, let's talk about it tomorrow night when I go on. Whenever I decide to go on. It's so random, and I don't know how to schedule these things because I am clearly technologically impaired when it comes to this shit. But rest well, sleep sweet. Good dreams. Love it saying, Jen, your house is going to be very windy tomorrow night. Yeah, that's not 3-bean soup. That's whistleberry stew. Oh, you finished your Christmas shopping yesterday, so you needed a good sleep. Well, I'm glad you got a good rest. Good for you. Hey, chemist. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Now, chemist, since you're saying evening ladies, chemist, may I ask if you are identify as male or female? It's none of my business, really. But we had somebody else before complaining that they were the only sausage in the room. And I'm like, this is not a total hen party and everybody is welcome. All right, this apocryphal stew. I'm done and all the gifts wrapped early, timely. Doesn't always happen. That's not the one that I was trying to click on. The shit moves fast sometimes and it gets away from me. Potatoes, carrots, onions, celery, garlic, chicken, salsa, chicken broth, and spices. The only thing that I would take issue with would be the salsa. You are a dude. Okay. Yeah, chemist, you just missed it. Everybody was getting their boobs out. All the titties. It was just a titty fest up in here. So I'm afraid you missed it. And you didn't even need dollar bills, but oh well. You've got the internet. If you want to see titties, you can see titties of all shapes and sizes pretty much anytime you want. Because it's the internet. But, whatever. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, salsa, the only challenge that I have with any of this is the salsa, simply because it gives me raging acid reflux. And it's probably because of the jalapenos. I'm largely intolerant to jalapenos. It's actually called spicy chicken stew. I sent a text to my husband to tell him what was for dinner. Spicy chicken stew autocorrected to apocryphal stew. That's amazing. That's almost as good as bitch gobbet potatoes. Simon's laughing. Chemist has got his titties out. We're equal opportunity up in this bitch. I love it. I love it. That makes me so happy. Everybody get your shirts off. Delightful. Absolutely delightful. See, that's being in the spirit of things. I love it. That's the kind of family that I'm trying to foster up in here. Xenia Marlene, y'all. Yeah, so now it's apocryphal stew for the family. Absolutely. Yep, I hear you. I hear you. That's perfect, Tony. Philosophy's got hers out. 'Tis this season indeed. I love it. I love it. That makes me so happy. See, you're just here to get into the spirit of things instead of complaining. Complaining about, oh, I think I'm the only sausage in here. Pfft, get over your head self. Of course you're not. And even if you are, who cares? Get them out. The only difference is the level of, the amount of layers of fat behind your nipples. We all got nipples. See, Simon wants apocryphal stew. It does sound good. Ooh. She's got leftovers. I don't know if they'd survive the shipping to where you are. I thought you meant apocalyptic stew, and I was going to ask you what goes into that. Bloody everything. How often do dudes get to sit in on Girl Talk? I mean, there's that. But we weren't doing, like, hardcore girl talk. Oh, no. Oh, here comes Hef. Here comes Hef. Because of course she did. Between that and the eggplants I was getting thrown earlier. I mean, I suppose we had to have a little bit of that up in here. You guys are awesome. I'm so happy you're here. Even Ella's not mad. Look at her. She's so happy. With blood on her lower lip. I'm really not sure what that's still all about. But, she's happy. She's not mad at all. She's not baring her teethies. Even Ella's happy. You gotta fix your ears, sweetheart. There you go. Amazing. Amazing. I love this little community. All 15 of you. It's delightful. Are 15 people actually chatting? Or is it less than that? I can't really tell. I don't know who's actually talking. I know, right? She is scary when she's mad. You think she freaked Marilyn out? Oh, poor Ella. She didn't mean to. It's just, I mean, sometimes we all get a little bit fierce, right? Sometimes we can go from looking harmless to looking terrifying in a hot second. So, I don't know. All I know is that if there are people in here who are watching but not actually chatting, hi. You can feel free to say hello. Clearly, we're not upset at whatever gender you want to be expressing. Um, ooh, Chemist is drinking some deliciousness. The chat would keep fucking moving so that I could actually click on it. Drinking some delicious seasonal homebrew beer. Nice. Very nice. Oh, Miss Sunrise Dawn. By the way, the cat won. He got away. Trying again in the morning. That's all you can do. It's really all you can do. Cats are going to do what they're going to do, and sometimes they overpower us because we are squishy and full of tender bits that they can get at because the cats are spiky. They have toofies and they have claws, and it's difficult. It's difficult unless you have like full hockey goalie gear. Oof. Oh, Tabitha's got a challenge. Has everyone tried making their own udon noodles? I'm trying soon, hoping to try soon and then make some yummy chicken noodle soup. Okay. I have not tried to make my own udon noodles, mainly because I'm off noodles right now because I'm doing the keto thing. Hey, Tiff45. What's that about? Good morning. Good to see you. I'm off noodles. So that's my thing. So I have not tried making my own udon, but maybe other people in the chat have, and I'm hoping that somebody's going to pipe up and say that they have, because that would be rad. But I do make my own chicken soup, and I make it from scratch with chicken stock that I make myself. Mom is kind of obsessed with getting rotisserie chickens because they're easy. And yet she always buys boxed chicken broth, and I'm like, why? So I started making it my own. myself from the carcasses of the rotisserie chickens that she would get, and then I was freezing it. And then we had chicken broth, chicken stock, so we could make our own soup from scratch, and it was easy peasy, George and Wheezy, lemon squeezy. He won't stop texting. I'm dropping a big hint. If it's the one we were talking about before, send him over here. If it's the one from California, bish, I don't even know what to say, but tell him to shut the hell up. It's 1 a.m. and he should go the hell to sleep. The description I've heard of cats is that they are a slinky with teeth and claws, or land sharks. Yes, both apply. I refer to them as carpet sharks frequently, but yeah, land sharks works too. And a slinky with teeth and claws, definitely. Yep, that's fair. I would love to try udon noodles, but somebody else is gonna have to make it. Any Japanese restaurant that you go to that's in your town, if you have one in your town, to 45, um, that would be the spot to ask about udon noodles. Most places that sell, I mean, Japanese restaurants, yes. Most places that sell ramen will also sell um, soup with udon noodles instead of ramen. They're a thicker noodle. Um, thicker than a ramen noodle, thicker than your traditional noodle. They tend to be a round noodle. Um, and yeah, thicker than ramen, thicker than spaghetti, significantly. Um, but with a nice chew to them. But making them your yeah, any Japanese place is gonna have them. Any, Asian grocery or any decent grocery that has a solid ethnic aisle is gonna have some udon noodles, and you'll be able to figure out what they are. Um, Mr. Crow is here. "Hey, did you have time to check the tweets? Just wanna see one grab so you can close the project." Keep the project open because unless Marissa is the one who's grabbed it, um, I don't really know what to tell you. I don't feel like I'm the correct repository for all of this information. That feels like a lot of responsibility for me, and also it feels like something that I'm not sure I have, um, the capacity to store. However, let me look. Oh, see you. Okay. Alright, I've got the tweets here, Mr. Crow, and I will look at them just, as soon as I log off, with this chat. You said you wanna make one thing clear, but I don't see any responses or any replies to that. I just see step 1. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. No, motherfucker. And now it's just telling me to find friends. So I see your pinned post, Mr. Crow, but when I tap on it, there's no replies. So it says that you want to make some things clear, and I don't know what those things would be. So now I'm a little confused. I can't grab anything unless I can see a little bit further into your channel or further into those posts. And it looks like you're pretty new to the tweeters. So I don't know. I really don't know what to do, bro. I'm trying. You have, like I said, I would recommend Marisa because she's close to him. Stephen Mango would be another one. I can't. I don't know what to do. You have my email address because I'm this right here, that right there at Gmail. Or you can DM me, and that's on the tweeter. But I'm not really sure what else to say. What are they made from? I believe that they're either a buckwheat or a rice noodle. Ooh, Trinidad. I'd like to go to Trinidad and Tobago. Grocery stores do sometimes have them. Yep. Love it. Doesn't have the discs to download yet. Hand making noodles is so fun. Haven't tried making udon. Hey, Daniel Sander. Good to see you. What tweet where? Grab a seat and get comfy. Yay. Sleep sweet. Love it. I thought you were already going, honey. Rest well, darling. Gonna get a storage thing so I can download it all, but I'm wondering if Series 3 is on his computer. Doug said he'd almost finished it. Honey, if it's on his computer, we ain't never gonna see it. We ain't never gonna see it. Because I don't know of anybody that he would trust to designate to finish the editing that needed to happen to bring those in. And bring those to actualization online. So if he got season 3, if he got anything done on season 3, I don't think we're ever going to see it. If he was really thinking ahead and left instructions in his computer, in his apartment, in fucking anywhere, then maybe we will. But right now, I don't think we're ever going to see what he was working on. And that really sucks because I know that he was working on a lot. Might have to hit replies. You're new to this X thing. Yeah, I tried, but I didn't see anything. I saw no replies to that post. All I saw was number 1. I'm sorry, Mr. Crow. I'm trying, bro. Unfortunate typos. Good night, Tabitha. Oh, Tabitha, are you going? Good night. Good night, darling. He was so excited about season 3. I know. Oh, Trinidad is in Colorado, not Trinidad and Tobago. Not the Caribbean. Okay. Girl, get it. Get that shit. I'm glad you're making a burger at 1:15 a.m. I want a burger. I really want a burger. Fuck. Now I'm envious. Would a thumb drive be enough storage space? That's a good question, Mr. Crow. Oh, Daniel. You're really into that healthy stuff, aren't you? Yeah. You sent me a message at your own leisure, no rush. Okay, did you send it to me via shitter or to my email? Whichever, I'll find it. I'll find it. Yeah, for sure. I know, me too. Me too, chemist. I wanted season 3. I was gagging for season 3. I was so ready. But yeah, unless he's designated that or has spoken about that. I mean, maybe Marissa, maybe Marissa knows. And Marissa, I don't know who else would know and would be able to have access to that kind of thing. Would be able to get into his computer. I don't know what he Oh my god, that's a yawn. Holy crap. I don't know what he chose to password protect and what passwords he chose for that, and if he stashed them anywhere secret or told anybody about them. Again, I'm clearly thinking that he did not have any kind of a worst contingency if I go missing folder kind of thing that would have any of that information in it. So, what I'm thinking is that when he left us, any of his incomplete work holy shit, also left us. And I don't know what to do. Okay, Tabitha, you're not leaving. Okay, Tabitha's still here. And everybody's saying goodnight to you. The Purgatory River does go through Trinidad, Colorado. Okay. Though I am dressed and ready to go to the grocery store, good. Oh, this is a great time to be at the grocery store. There are very few things that I like better than all night grocery store in the middle of the night. Holy shit, do I have a lot of fun in the grocery store. I mean, I have a lot of fun in the grocery store anyway, but when I'm in the grocery store in the middle of the night, shit gets ridiculous, and there's nobody there to give me that side eye except the people at the cash registers who've been seeing me frolicking through the aisles, and, most of the time they're amused. So Miss Sunrise Dawn. I've only been out of the country once, and it was to Trinidad and Tobago. Have I been there? I have not, Miss Sunrise Dawn, but I would like to. Um, there are still a few places in that neck of the woods that I've not been, and that I would like to be. Also, Miss Sunrise Dawn. I know, Tabitha. Don't worry. Auto cock rocket gets all of us. Auto cucumber, auto carrot. Does anyone know where I can find what shows and movies Doug was in? Yes, I do. If you go to his IMDb profile, if you go to imdb.com and you search Doug Scott Kramer, you're going to find his page, and it's going to give a list of everything that he was in. Movies, TV shows, what episodes, fucking everything. It's all there. So, yeah, you can find all of it. You can look it up. He does have a video of the clips of his appearances, but, yeah, go to IMDb. It's gonna list everything because it's the Internet Movie Database. So, it shows the TV shows, it shows what episodes of Knight Rider, um, what episodes of American Heiress, what episodes of Nip Tuck. He was also in a movie called Goofy Foot that I'm not sure where you can find it. He was in BASEketball. He's shown us that clip a number of times. He was just kind of in the background. He's got himself tagged as with a little arrow pointing down to his head and says, "My dumbass." Bless him. Yeah, you try Google and didn't really find anything. Go to IMDb. IMDb has all the deets for him. Doug seemed very protective about his data. I'm sure it's all encrypted. One would fucking hope. One would hope because, bro. Yeah, there's already been conspiracy theory stuff about his passing, and I've seen those comments. And I'm not sure whether to affix a tinfoil hat firmly to my head or to believe the logical explanation. I'm choosing to apply Occam's razor here, and that's all I can do. Oh, you were fucking with her. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Kim. Twitter, sorry, should have been specific. And to answer the question about it fitting on a thumb drive, yes. As long as it has 156,077 or 156.77 gigs of space. The initial download is 158.37 gigs, which includes PARS. And dude, all that sounds like to me is bleep, bloop, bleep. I am a robot. Bloop, bleep. Technical shit. Sounds like it would have to be kind of a biggish thumb drive. I have an external drive that has a terabyte of space. I'm certain that that would be enough. But I don't know where that external drive even is right now, since my life has been in such upheaval over the last couple of years. And I am fresh out of Jing to afford any kind of extra storage. And I am also certain that it wouldn't fit on my little Fisher-Price laptop. So plus I would want to have something detachable and external for anything like that anyway. I mean, no offense, but I don't know you. So yeah, I don't even know what to say about that, but that, I mean, it's a lot of stuff. And I appreciate you taking it up, but again, I really feel like Marissa is the right contact. Marissa or Steve are the right contacts for this because they're significantly closer to him than I was. But thanks for the specs. No talk. Tony might try making them today. I can tell you how it went. I'm assuming that means the udon noodles. Doug might have shared some of the info with somebody. I have left a trail of breadcrumbs. They're not nearly as organized. Okay. Yep. Oh, I would love it if we was allowed to have 24-hour open groceries here. I know, right? They are really, I mean, first world problems, they're fucking magical. I love me a 24-hour grocery store. I really do. Everyone has their little loop in the grocery store, like a well-traveled path, except me. I don't make any fucking sense in a grocery store. I go everywhere because my poor little adult brain meats will just squirrel all over the place. Steve-O! Hi! Holy hell, I am still live. Yes, I am. Good to see ya. How you doing, bro? You went to Trinidad and Tobago back in the mid-90s. It was awesome. Yeah, totally. I bet it was. Um, I have a very, very good friend whose mom was from Trinidad. And well, stepmom, I guess. I think. Yeah, stepmom. And I've always wanted to go there. I want to go there so badly. Miss Sunrise Dawn, he was a Knight Rider. Oh my god, that was my favorite show. I'm so going to check that out. He was in the reboot of Knight Rider. He wasn't in the Knight Rider with Hasselhoff in the 80s. He was in the later reboot of Knight Rider. He looked really tall in that clip. How tall do we think he was? Are you seated? I hope you're seated, Soph. 6'2". That's how tall he was. 6'2". The only grocery store here open 24/7 is Woodman's. You can get lost in that place. Oh, that sounds amazing. I've never actually spent a whole lot of time in Madison. My mom went to college there, and she went to UW-Madison, and I think that's where my niece is going now, actually. But my mom told me stories about literally sneaking out the window of her dorm. And I will never, ever, ever stop giving her shit about that. She'll never live it down because she told me, and I can't forget it. Probably 6'3", Sophie, I would think. I'm 6'1", and he looked taller than me. He was by about an inch. Maya, I think Crix knows she should tell us. Is that about the height? What kind of work did besides the YouTube channel? I do not know. I do not know. I wish I did, but I don't. I know that he worked for a couple of people, and that he had been working with them for quite some time. And that's all I know. I don't know what he did for them. I don't know what service he performed. I don't know what his job title was. I know nothing about that. I wish I did. I have no information. Anything is possible, especially in a city like LA. Yep. Absolutely. Holly Weirdos. I'm the embodiment of chaotic neutral. I've never attempted to actually classify myself. Um, but yeah, I guess that sounds about right. That sounds about right. It's one of those things like if you have a nickname, it should only be bestowed by somebody else. You should only ever get a tarot deck from somebody else. Um, there are just certain things that are only allowed to come from other people. And I guess the designation of chaotic neutral, I think that's also allowed only to come from other people. You can't determine it for yourself. You're going to be biased either way. So thank you, chemist. One of my questions of the ages answered. You thought you were the only one still up, Steve-O? Please. You can ask borderline what? You can ask shit. Damn near anybody. This is early. This is early. I'll probably be awake another 2.5, 3 hours before I go to sleep. So, I mean, the only reason that you haven't actually been talking to me all this time, um, is that you haven't sent me an email in the middle of the night or, been connected with me on the book face or whatever. But yeah, Kakao Talk, WhatsApp, the tweeters. I'm always awake. And I'm usually awake until at least sunrise because sunrise is when my body says, "Oh, it's time to go to bed." Okay. So, yeah, no, you're not the only one still up. Welcome to it. Welcome to the late night crew, man. This is how we roll. Yeah, this is the late night Kino and Comfy crew. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. We're definitely comfy up in this bitch. No dress code. Except there's a code of no dress. Most people have been getting their titties out. Even Chemist got his out. Yeah, we're super chill. Wait, what? No way. Yeah, as far as I know, 6'2". That's the best I got. He had big hands too. Figured he was tall. He owned a landscaping business but sold that. That might have been the work that he was doing for these other people, but I don't have all the information. Yeah, it wasn't a 9 to 5. He was absolutely not a suit and tie guy. Kimberly. Up until about 5 AM on most nights. Yeah, between 5 and 6 here, for sure. New to the whole social media thing, you've avoided stuff like Twitter and other media like the plague for years. I don't blame you. Like I said, I'm on Facebook, honestly, for the most part, to try to build my business. It hasn't been working, but at least it gets it in front of some eyes, you know? And all I can do is keep hustling. So, um I hustle here in Meat Space and I hustle online, but it's not like I have a massive advertising budget or anything. So, I'm limited in options. But pants off, dance off. Put some ice on that knee, bro. I don't know. There's certain things I don't want in my package You know what I mean? Daniel. I don't blame you. There's certain things I wouldn't want on my package if I had one either. Only reason you have Twitter is to get in contact with some people who use it. Fair. Only on YouTube and the Gram. Might still have your Facebook accounts, but I haven't logged on to that in probably a decade. Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. Except that, the Gram is owned by Facebook now. So, what business do I have? Travel stuff. Yes, I am a travel advisor. I've been in the travel industry since 1993, 94. And now I am a personal professional travel advisor. And I'm here to be at your service. I'm here to make people go away. And if they're happy, they'll come back. And I'll get to make them go away again. That's what I do. I got the Burroughs reference. Soph. I saw your naked lunch. Dirty. But yeah, that's my business. I'm a travel advisor. They used to call us travel agents. But I'm more than just an order taker. Shit, sometimes I have to take clients on damn near a guided meditation in order to find out what it is that they want. But I've got a lot of years in the industry, and I do what I can to qualify my clients to make sure that they're getting exactly the tailored experience that they're looking for, and that they're going to be happy with what they get and where they go and who they go there with. I'm a pants off. Does that count? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Pants off, dance off. Even if you have an ice pack on one knee. Still a pants off, dance off. I'm sure you can wiggle your butt in that chair. I believe in you. I believe in you. You can do the thing, Steve-O. Pants should have been left at the door. Didn't mean it in that way. It's all right. Don't worry about it. We don't sweat the small stuff here. Don't sweat the petty things. Don't pet the sweaty things. We're all good. Lately, I mostly just use Facebook to keep in touch with friends and family that don't live locally. There's that. And I had to make myself a separate business page. And after the last couple of years, I've had to kind of fire it up again. And it's difficult firing up your business when you've been somewhat dormant for about a year and a half. But I mean, there wasn't a whole lot that I could do about that. Life just kind of took over. And it keeps taking over. At your cervix. Well, that's some amazing customer service. Yes. Yes, it is. Proud of it. 3 feet in ya. I'm here to help. Make sure that you have sufficient flange, everybody, this holiday season. Yeah. Well, yeah, the naked lunch is pretty darn filthy. Yes, it is. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Happy tourists are the best. I actually prefer not tourists, but travelers, explorers, adventurers. If people want to be tourists, they can, but part of travel, an intrinsic part of travel, is exploring the world so that you don't necessarily have to be a tourist anymore. You don't have to be reduced to those people who go to the sanitized, stereotypical place in every port. You know, if you go to Cozumel, you're not necessarily going to be going to Senor Frogs and having tequila poured down your throat. You're going to wander around and you're going to find some hole in the wall place and have the friggin' best enchiladas of your life by a staff that doesn't speak hardly any English at all. You're gonna wander around. You're gonna find the post office. You're gonna find the fucking 7-Eleven and I don't know. I don't know. Go NFT, man. Go to the places that are not for tourists. Go to where the locals are. Find out where their favorite restaurant is. Learn just enough of the language to get you by. Have your passport handy. And be back at the ship before it's time for all aboard. Or be back to the resort. Back to the place where you have to pick up your shuttle bus to go back to the resort. Whatever you gotta do, man. Don't just be a tourist collecting t-shirts from every city you go to that has a Hard Rock. There's more to the world than that. And there's more to explore and to experience than that. The sunrise dawn, I'm in my nightgown, so nope, no pants here either. Hell yeah. Might have to hit you up about my trip to Iceland this spring. Have you already got it planned? Have you planned it already? Where are you going? Are you going to Reykjavik? Tell me all about it. If you don't have it planned and booked already, I want to know. I want to know if I can help. If you do have it planned and booked already, there's not a whole lot that I can do. But if you don't have it planned and booked already, hit me up. I would love to help you. I would love to help you out. Yeah, definitely talk to me about it. Email address is that right there. chowyunsmut@gmail.com. It's not my business address, but it's you know what? It'll do for right here. One thing I find funny is how you Americans call underwear panties. In the US, we call them panties if women are wearing them. In the UK, they're either pants or Y-fronts. Y-fronts are mostly male. Pants works for either. And in South Korea, men and women wear what they call panties. Words, man. They're crazy. Everybody's talking about going and sleeping with Steve-O. Everybody likes sleeping with Steve-O. Sleeping with Steve-O. Does sleeping with Steve-O make Steve-O the hoe of FSP-TV? He has slept with so many people, yo. Steve-O slept with a lot of people. Steve-O slept with more people than I have. And I'm Chow Sun Slut, apparently. Not planned at all, just have the money already put aside from your Xmas bonus. Nice. Well, definitely, let's do it. Guess I'm gonna fall asleep instead. Oh, no late night grocery store for you? Your void kitten cuddled up on you and you're fading. Well, so they do that. Oh. Scritch that void for us. I love me a void kippen. Rest well, sleep sweet. We'll talk to you soon. You like sleeping with Steve-O because you are Steve-O. Of course you like sleeping with yourself. And I'm sleeping with myself. Oh. Nothing better than a man in Speedos? I disagree. I have seen things that cannot be unseen. That's all I'm going to do about that. That's all I'm going to say. Just saying. Knickers, you believe? Yeah, knickers. Knickers is also a thing. Panties. Nothing more than panties. All right, Tony. Tony has found an udon noodle recipe, so she's going to try making them. Rock the fuck on. We expect a full report. He's pretty sexy. That's Steve-O. Okay. Mad props. Mad props to your confidence. Not sure what it says that you continue to talk about yourself in the third person and you are not Chad. But hey, you do you. Heaven knows I'm the only person doing me. Zeta Marlene, y'all. What's going on? Is there fighting? Is there fighting? No sniping. No sniping in my chat. No. I don't want to hear about it. Tony should have a report tomorrow night. Excellent. I look forward to hearing about it. No fighting. Do not encourage it. Stop. Stop. Do not. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, there is a cripple fight in the parking lot. Yeah, no, don't do that. No fighting in my chat. That's not how we roll. That's not how we roll. We can get along here. We don't have to alienate anybody. I don't have to go full Cartman. Thanks, Kim. Appreciate it. I actually won a Cartman off. Friend of mine and I, a long time ago, were he actually challenged me to a Cartman off, and we were at the same bar and we were doing karaoke, and then he summoned me to the microphone and said, "It's on. It's on." I went, "Okay." And then "I'm Sailing Away" started. Or "Come Sail Away." I'm sorry, "Come Sail Away." And he started with the first part of it. I picked up. And we had a Cartman off. And this guy with, I mean, all the ego in the world this guy had. And he was absolutely convinced that I wasn't going to beat him. And he seeded the match because I made him laugh so fucking hard that he almost wet his pants. And I was quite pleased with myself. Also didn't have to pay for drinks for the rest of the night. So that's a whole lot of win. Oh my God, I was heading into Walmart Friday and the guy in a riding cart was having a yelling match at these people in a car. Tony. Yeah, that does sound like straight up people of Walmart. Was he living a lie? Was his name Timmy? Timmy. Ah, Timmy. Okay, Mr. Crow. Might be corvid behavior, but it definitely sounds like all of my teeth would fall out. Weird thing I liked to do when I was a kid was take a packet of Sweet and Low and pour it in my Coke, stirred with a straw. Pretty good from what you remember. Yeah, I really do feel like all my teeth would fall out. But then again, we all had different tolerances for that shit when we were kids, didn't we? One of the weird things that I like to do, I consider it a time saver, but also I'm a fat girl. And so, you know, fat girl hacks, is there's a particular, let's do a South Park watch party sometime. I wouldn't even know how to do that, Kem. But if you know how to do that, I'm down. I'm totally down. Let's figure out a way to make it happen because I have no idea what I'm doing on this inner tubes thing with the tubes of you and you damn kids with your pants and your YouTubes. I don't know what I'm doing, but Kem, if you can figure out a way to do it or teach me how to do it, yes. Yes. I'm down. 100% down. I'm so down. I'm a fucking goose. Let's do it. But what I do is I take Chip Dip and specifically a Chip Dip that's found up here in the upper Midwest that you can't get anywhere else in the country. Sorry. Also not sorry, but a little bit sorry just because y'all missing out. And then you dump a bunch of chips in it and you bash them all up with a spoon and you mix it all in. And if it's too wet, you dump more chips in and you bash them all up with a spoon and you mix it all up. And once it gets to the right consistency, then you eat your chips and your dip out of the same container with a fucking spoon. Fat girl hack. And it's delicious. And it's less messy than regular chips and dip. Which chip dip is it, Steve-O? It is, it's called Top the Tater by Mid-America Farms. And it's fucking delicious. Absolutely delicious. Half is the opposite of down right now. Oh, you high. You high as hell. Good for you. Glad to hear it. My brother loved to mix all the different sodas on the soda fountain. Yeah, it was swamp water. Fuck, man, who didn't do that when we were kids? I totally did that. And we called it swamp water. And later, it was marketed. It was It was marketed as OK Soda. Coca-Cola just put all the dregs of everything into bottles and market it as kind of this indie sort of underground brand called OK Soda. Depends if Restream allows it, but I'll look into it. Matt and Trey are probably this generation's greatest satirist. Absolutely. 100%. Steve-O, you stand by. You stand by, honey. I'm going to grab the weird purple thing that I don't know what its name is. I'm going to put Ella up here just to keep an eye on y'all. Stand by, bro. Don't make Ella mad. You didn't make Ella mad, did you? No? You're good? Okay, honey. Good. I'm glad. You ready, Steve-O? Still the same color. The only thing that's modernized is the packaging, because now it's in a fully plastic, fully recyclable container instead of that wax paper shit that we grew up with. Still the same. Still the same, baby. Some things never change, and thank fuck for it. Yeah. Yep. They don't have that shit where you at. Do they? Can't get it there, can you? And I'll tell you what, they won't ship it. Mid-America Farms is a division of Kemp's, and they will not ship it. Because I fucking tried. I tried when I was in LA. I tried when I was in Jersey. They won't ship it. It left you when you moved. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Steve-O, you want another fat kid hack? Which, you know, neither one of us needs. When you're making your mac and cheese, The blue box, like the Kraft Dinner mac and cheese, not the squishy pouch mac and cheese, but with the powder. You make that, but instead of putting in the milk and butter, you put this. There will be fist fights for the leftovers. Yeah. This is the shit. What's in it, Kimberly? It's a chive and onion sour cream dip. So it's not like a French onion dip. It is a completely separate beast. Hef, can you get that where you are? Because you're technically in the Midwest. I've only ever seen it in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Mr. Crow. Swap out the butter for lard when making mac and cheese. That's a real fat boy hack. I don't know that I'd swap it out for lard, but I might swap it out with bacon grease. Not straight up lard, but I might swap it out with bacon grease. No, there won't be any leftovers. But there will be blood on the floor while people were in front of the stove where people fought over it. Hef, you want me to send you a photo of it? There you go. Yeah. It's a sour cream chive and onion dip, and it is fucking amazing. And I take this. I don't know where you grew up. Steve-O, where did you grow up? I need to know. Now you're hungry? Yeah, seriously. Bacon gravy. Oh, Hef. I'm hearing, ew, dude. From Chem. Bacon grease. Can't help it. Some things are just better in bacon grease. Certainly better than just straight up lard. You swap out the milk with half and half or whipping cream if you're feeling naughty. Okay. Oh, you lived in the Twin Cities until you were 32. So, well, I don't know how old you are now, but I know how old I am now. And I grew up in Duluth, and my best friend is in the cities. So, can I tell you the chips that I throw into that dip and bash them up? I know lard is gross in some places, chemist, but it does have its uses. It does have its uses. Not a lot of uses, but it does have some uses. Steve-O's 49. Okay, so he's a year younger than me. Are you ready? Because there's only one kind of chips that you can bash up, into this dip to make it truly a full-on Midwestern experience. Are you ready, Steve-O? It's the Old Dutch. It's the Old Dutch. You bash those bitches up. Even better, the Old Dutch sour cream and onion. You bash those up into the top of the tater. And you mix it up and you eat that shit with a spoon. Yes. All right, now let's see what's going on. All right, bacon always makes Sophie feel sick. Your aunt used to make popcorn with bacon grease. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, and I will tell you that there's a movie theater in the cities in, St. Louis Park, I think, close to where my BFF lives, that makes their popcorn. They have a specific popcorn that they will make in bacon grease, and they throw chunks of, like, massive chunks of bacon in with it, and they mix it all in there. This is also a movie theater with a big old bar. So, yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Absolutely delicious. Hef says you can't get it in Ohio. You like to render down beef tallow. That's fair. That's fair. You know what? You can do some good things with beef tallow. You wanna fry your french fries in beef tallow? I am not fucking mad at you. A lot of vegetarians got mad at McDonald's for that, but I'm not mad at it. I'm okay with beef tallow. Lard and butter combo makes the best pie crusts. What she said. 100%. Tony loves the Old Dutch. Old Dutch or nothing. Fucking A, bro. Yep. It would be so interesting to taste some of the food you're talking about. I know, right? Because I keep talking about food. I'm kind of obsessed. Like last night I was talking about taco pizza from Sammy's, and now I'm talking about fucking chip dip and chips that y'all can't get anywhere else. And I talked about pasties. And there's no way that I can put together a box that's going to ship all this stuff because I don't have the kind of resources that would provide me with the dry ice to be able to send this shit all over the world where it needs to go, even all over the country, but also to you in Norway. Fuck. And I would love to, because that would be amazing. You've been hitting the other vape this whole time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce that the inappropriate heifer is high as a giraffe's asshole right now. Yeah. Chem seems to be all anti-lard, and I can get behind that. Some people are. I mean, the word really, unless you're talking about the band with Jello Biafra in it, the very word tends to give people the willies. So, you know, I get it. Oh, oh, is she doing that? Is she doing that? Zena Marlene? Cough, cough. Oh, you got that Diet Coke, Steve-O. Zena Marlene, yo. So seriously, can't eat anything that's got tallow in. It's all you can taste. Been xenoing all night. You're feeling pretty damn good. Steve-O, if you're talking about the theater, it's not Showplace. I think it's actually a Landmark Cinema. But I'm fairly certain that it's in St. Louis Park. I don't know. I can ask my BFF and I can get back to you on that. I don't know how often you get back to the Twin Cities, if ever. But if you ever have plans to visit, hit a bitch up. We'll meet up. We'll tear it up. We'll go to the Otter. We'll sing karaoke. We'll go to the movies and eat bacon popcorn. fucking whatever. We'll load you up on top of the tater, wreck your A1C for the next month. I don't know. Get you some Deli Express truck wagon sandwiches from the Holiday Station store. I didn't eat McDonald's fries for years because of that for years, and now I'm told to never eat them again, being a veg. No, they are actually now vegetarian safe because they got so much shit. If you're in the US and I think India. I don't know about anywhere else in the world. But I know that US and India, McDonald's fries are now safe if you are a vegetarian. Because they've taken out all of the animal products from the thing. Everyone Venmo chow for some top the tater. I don't know if I'd be dude, the shipping costs would be fucking astronomical. Cause I mean, I'd have to overnight it, I'd have to pack it, and you can't freeze it. It's not as good. It doesn't work. You can't freeze it and thaw it out. So I would have to pack it in with like cold packs, and that adds to the weight. And there are certain like flat rate boxes I could do from the postal service, but I couldn't send it to Norway because it doesn't work like that. It would take longer to get to where Maya is. And also, I don't have Venmo. I only have PayPal and Zelle and GPay. Fuck. Should I get Venmo? I only have PayPal, Zelle, and GPay. But I don't know. I got to find some way. I'm not sure. Like, I have lived outside of Minnesota for more of my life than I lived inside Minnesota, I think, at this point. And Kemp's and Mid-America won't ship it anywhere else. Maybe they will now. They sure as fuck wouldn't when I was in LA. The things I had to go through to get imported chip dip. I don't want to think about it. I feel dirty. Tina Marlin with some Pepsi right there. Sounds like a plan. You miss Holiday and Super America. Super America has been devoured. Super America has been devoured, and I want to say it's been eaten much like most of the 7-Elevens have been devoured. Or wait, no, is it Holiday? It's Holiday. Holiday and Super America were both devoured by Circle K. So even though they're going to have holiday branding, a lot of their specials are going to be from Circle K. Veg safe, but still taste like meat? No, they just taste like fries. They just taste like McDonald's fries. They somehow managed to chemically fuck with them so that they don't taste like beef tallow anymore. They taste like McDonald's fries have always tasted like McDonald's fries, which means they're blissful when they're hot and salted and suck balls when they get cold. Not that I'm against deliciousness. I've just figured out what foods make me feel amazing, so I stick with those. But when in Rome, I'm always down. I dig it. I dig it. That sense of food adventure. Venmo is free. Just do it. Okay. All right. I'll figure it out. Like I said, I've got the other ones, but if Venmo's free, why not? It's not like I'm going to get enough subscribers that I'm going to get monetized here. So I'm not really worried about that too much. But it also means that I don't have to worry about super chats. which means I also won't benefit from super chats, but whatever. Kimberly, I get frozen rats shipped for my snakes. Costs about $40 to ship on dry ice, but that's a pretty big box. Yeah. We used to just get them from Petco or PetSmart or whatever. And if we had to purchase live ones, if they didn't have frozen in stock, and we had to purchase live ones, we would just tell them that we were going to allow them to. We had a nice yard that they could play in, and our freezer was called the yard. So, yeah, that was a thing that we did. But we did also manage to get, one time we bought one that was live, and she was a female, and it turns out that she was all knocked up. And then she gave birth. So we named her Michelle after Michelle Duggar. Because we're bad people and we do bad things. Yes, 7-Elevens are very much alive. You are correct. It was, I corrected myself. It was the Holiday Station stores and the Super Americas that were eaten by Circle K. You've never lived in a town with a 7-Eleven? Why did you type it like that? I don't know. Half because you're high as balls. That sucks. I'm all about supporting the Minnesota brands when you're back in town. And who didn't love Supermom's Deli? Yep. I hear ya. I hear ya. But you know what? There's so many Minnesota brands that you'll be able to support. So many small businesses that I can point you to that you'll be able to check out. And there is an amazing karaoke bar in Minneapolis called The Otter that has karaoke 7 nights a week. And I'm sorry, but when in Rome, we're just going to have to go to the Otter and throw down. Or we can go to the Texatonka Lanes and hang out there because it's a total fucking dive bar. And even if you don't drink, it's fine. You can have your Diet Coke. I won't, but you can. You're welcome to it. And yeah, we'll throw down. We'll have a good time. It's going to be a good time. There's so much good food still in the Twin Cities area that's local brands. And also stand by for a drink or Zeno Marlene or whatever the fuck you want to do. I had a speck of dust in my throat. So, oh shit. Here it is. Here it is. Kim D. Hi. Throwing down. Have car will deliver top the tater. It takes me 18 hours to get to Denver. I can make more stops en route. Pick me up. Kim, pick me up. We will make it happen. You and me, we will go. We'll load up a massive fucking cooler with top the tater. Let's do it. I am here for it. Oh my Lord. Target is, bro. Target is nationwide. Best Buy is stupid. We finally got our Target upgraded in Duluth to include a larger grocery section and a liquor store. This past year, finally, we had one of the first Targets in the state. You'll be drinking faux show? Fuck yeah. Do it. I do. We should party together. I'm here for everybody to party together, man. Why shouldn't we party together? We should be all getting together and have a good time. My critters are all eating frozen and thawed, and it's a lot cheaper to get them from Rodent Pro. Rodent Pro. Because of course that's the thing. I don't even know why it gave me pause for a moment, because of course Rodent Pro is a thing. 100%. LTS Brewery in Rochester is awesome. I can accept that. We found Freya and I hashtag not actually my kid, hashtag actually my kid. Where the fuck were we? I think we were in Scotty. And we found an amazing barbecue place. I'm going to have to ask her where that was, but it was incredible. We always look for the food, the good food. She's been sober for ages and I am not, but food. We love food. And if it's good barbecue, I am there for it. We have those in your current town, Steve-O. Nothing but came apart in your hometown. Yeah, we had came apart. Not anymore, though. No problem. I'll pick you up. Nice. Nice. We'll do it. Let's fucking do it. Oh my God, Kim, let's plan it. I am here for it. Have to come through Columbia, Missouri so you can go with us. I don't know if that's actually part of the route, because I think we'd be heading straight west. I don't know that we'd be going south first. Southeast before we went west. That's up to Kim, man. I am simply the co-pilot extraordinaire. Got to bring them potizza, pasties, and porchetta too. Did I say it right, Kim? Pasties, fuck yeah. Shit, I'll make pasties from scratch. No problem, no talk, Tony. All right, if Kim's down, I'm down. Chemist is in Colorado Springs. Chem, if we make it out to Denver, I mean, you kind of gotta. It's a moral imperative. Steve-O will get the two of us to his local karaoke places. Nice. Miss Sunrise Dawn has been telling a fucking crazy ass story. This is insane. Had enough of our fighting and got divorced when he moved out. She moved out with him. Okay, about a year later, she turned out pregnant. I don't know what kind of drugs your phone is on that when you were trying to say turned up pregnant, it came out with Ormsby Red Gl. But either way, Miss Sunrise Dawn, your phone is on the drugs. I just thought I'd let you know. This brings us less than 30 minutes from you. All right. Seriously. So, Kim, if this is actually going to happen, I'm ready, Kim. Kimberly, tell me in advance so I can get up to Denver. It's only a 3-hour drive. We can make it happen. Apocryphal stew, not autocorrect. Miss Sunrise Dawn's story has been bonkers. I just haven't been able to pay attention to the whole thing just because I'm getting really excited about the possibility of a road trip. Because I love me a road trip, and I really am an amazing co-pilot, I gotta say. Um, especially when we're bringing, you know, relief supplies to to, uh to somebody who is in need. A son of Minnesota who has gone too far. You feel like you've been Xenomarlening in this chat all night, but you're completely sober. Well, what the bleeding fuck, Steve-O? It is Saturday night. Get on it. And it's still technically Saturday night for you. It's 4:30 in the morning. Well, I don't know. It's 3:30 a.m. for you. You're only an hour behind me. Fucking whatever. My glass is almost empty. Xenomarlene, bitches. I believe in Kimberly because she always has the emojis to make it work, and my emoji game is not strong. Kim says, we will make it happen, just a matter of when it works out. I can accept that. It's going to be bonkers, y'all. We could have a crazy-ass meeting of the minds. Oh my God, the plotting and scheming that could be done. There you go. I knew I could count on you, Kimberly. Xenomarlene. Shut the fuck up, Kim. Chevy Malibu with OnStar Wi-Fi for live stream. We could live stream on the road. Oh shit, y'all. It just got better. It just got better. So the one that turned pregnant, part 5, she claimed it was a one-night stand gone bad. Well, one week my daughter came home from her visit acting upset. It took some prying, but I finally got an answer. Turned out my ex fathered his own. Miss Sunrise Dawn. Legit awesomeness. The trouble we could get in, the awesomeness we could get up to. Please. None of us have lived this long because we were trying to get arrested. Live streaming the whole road trip. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Let us go. Fucking A. Absolute madness. Fathered his own grandchild? We're all speculating now. Miss Sunrise Dawn. We're all speculating because we don't know. You left us hanging. You didn't say bad trouble, just trouble. Yeah, I know. I knew you were trouble when you signed in. So chat with me, 'cause Kim will take us places we never been. Now we're driving on the cold, hard road. Oh! Oh! Trouble, trouble, trouble. Fathered his own grandchild, and it was mutual. I called my ex and called him everything but a white man. He'd begged me not to report them and agreed to sign away his parental rights if I agreed to not. Yeah. God damn. Fathered his own grandchild. You know, it just brings back a theme that I've been discussing earlier today and maybe yesterday. What the fuck is up with my bangs? With somebody else. Boys are dumb. Not all of them. Not 100% of the time. But prove me wrong. That's amazing, Dawn. Holy shit. Boys are dumb. There it is, Hef. Like I said, not all of them. I'm not saying all of them. Same way I say all women aren't crazy bitches. Not everybody. I know. I hear you, Kim. That's what I'm saying. Not all of them. Not all of them. That's why I issued that disclaimer. Not all of them. Wait, this was his flesh and blood daughter? Apparently. Not to report him, I took him up on the offer, plus hit him with a restraining order. Good. And the poor baby had so many birth defects that he didn't survive until his second birthday. It was awful. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what fucking inbreeding does. Steve-O. Boys are dumb. Fact. All women aren't. I think you meant to be see you next Tuesdays. But I know what you mean. Not all of them. Yes, that was his flesh and blood daughter. Fucking A, Dawn. Fucking A. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Wait, you're also taking a New Zealand trip? Cam? Do you have that trip planned already too? Or is that something we're also going to talk about? Oh my God. Chat just keeps moving. Your guess is as good as mine. Well, apparently somebody is having challenges with their keyboard. Because somebody is super super high. Hydration break. Good for you, Kim. Hydrate. Judge in the case still tried to figure out how to press charges, but wasn't successful. My own daughter had years of therapy thanks to him. Good. Good. I hope the therapy helps. Fucking shit. Next Christmas with a couple of college mates. Very nice. Very nice. And where are you, Ken? Oh yeah, you're in Colorado Springs? The Springs. Am I correct? You're in Colorado. This calls for a Xenu Marlene. No shittin'. Toast to you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Holy fuck balls. Keyboard's fine, but your eyes won't open all the way because you're high as shit. Damn. Yes, that one's being planned out for your friend. You let her do the planning when you can. Fair enough. But if she wants a travel advisor, so she doesn't have to do as much work, I'm here. All right, y'all. Well, I said I wasn't going to be on for 4 hours tonight. It's been just over 3. So I should probably sign off soon. And it's 20 to 5 right now. So I took my night med earlier. And, oh, shit tends to land low. Your high is rockets. High as fuck. Fucks ain't always gotta be low. Yeah, it's been 3 hours. It's been 3 hours, Hef. It's crazy. Your meds have kicked in, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Now it's time for you to go to sleep. Sleep sweet, honey. And yeah, it was a good chat tonight, Cam. It was a good chat tonight. I'm super happy that y'all were here with me. And I'm glad that Steve-O stopped in. I'm glad that the Top the Tater was here. It's still a thing. This is one of 2 containers that we have in our fridge. They also, oh my God, Steve-O, at Sam's, they have massive containers of this shit. They have like vats of it. It's amazing. I almost went into cardiac arrest the first time I saw them. I'm like, my arteries were ready to slam shut. It was astonishing. But yeah, we're going to wrap things up. And yeah, I need to get some more information on the tone scale. And what happens if you're downtone. Good night, Kimberly. Pink hand pink waving to Steve-O. Night night Soph. Toodles Hef. Yeah, holy hell is right. But I will try to get the rest of Downtone written. And I feel pretty good about the first verse, but the rest of it, I don't know. I just feel like I went a little too RPF-y on it. So thank you, Kim. It was a pleasure. It's good to have you here. Sleep well to you too, Tony. Yeah, you guys are all great. I'm so glad you were here. I appreciate you. Wait, did I pin something? Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I accidentally pinned that Trinidad is in Colorado. So I will be keeping that in mind. Good night, y'all. Sleep sweet. Hydrate. Peace to ya.